Customers are lining the block.
We are on the manhunt that half of New York's fashion girlies are on right now.
And facing a wait list over 67,000 people long.
The whole website sold out in like less than 5 minutes.
All for one bag.
They just post related if you're looking to add a Pierre Laborde bag to your collection.
When I saw this green cowhide, I was gagged.
The man behind the cowhide clutch craze is Francis Pierre Laborde. Every bag bearing his namesake is crafted by hand in Harlem, New York.
So this is where you make the bags?
Of course, yeah.
About how many each month?
We're trying to make like 350, 400 and push it to 450 because of the demand.
In this
it's
room?
so high in here though, in my studio.
Laborde came to the United States more than 40 years ago. He didn't speak any English, but he did have a dream.
Did your family support your dreams before you came to the States?
Actually, yeah, my mother. My father was not. And because in Haiti, it's just like...
It was gendered.
Yeah, it's gendered.
Laborde says 12 years ago, he made his very first bag.
After I created it, I was like, okay, I feel like I have a feel for handbags. This is something I can do. So I went back and took classes.
The designer selling at New York's Grand Bazaar, a fashion and vintage hotspot. Then one customer posted a few now viral videos.
Last week, I fell in love with a local NYC designer, and when I shared a video about it, it went totally viral.
I was like shaking, I was like kind of scared. And I was like, I don't understand what happened. So she sent me a message, she's like, I posted one of the bag on TikTok. It went viral.
Suddenly, the board was swarmed with customers and interest.
Everybody who wants a bag, eventually they will get a bag, but it's not like gonna be that quick. Like you order something like the next day.
It's not instant.
His works have now made their way to runways and sparked an all-out internet obsession. But the craftsman remains committed to authenticity and privacy.
You could outsource, you could go to stores, but you haven't done that. Why?
I wanted to create something different, right? Everybody has the same bags, same color. And I feel like people need to put some colors in their life.
I think about the young Pierre you described, who was discouraged from sewing. What would you say to yourself now?
Don't ever give up. So, I mean, if you have a dream, just like keep going.
So inspiring.
Wow. And for a while he was doing this like just on his own in his apartment?
Up until 2025. So he went to the Fashion Institute of Technology. He's since outsourced given the demand. And the demand is because the bags are quite beautiful. He still cuts everything by hand in his small Harlem apartment. I mean, I think it's safe to say the quality is pretty evident. Even inside, it's silk and satin lined. And people are flocking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because how much are these? Like a little bag.
And that's the golden question, right? Because some are calling it the new Birkin of Manhattan. So the smaller bags go from anything between 300 to 700. On the larger side, just over 1,000.
Okay, which is a lot, but compared to a Birkin bag,
right,
that's nothing.
And again, made by hand. And his big thing is it's made in America. He's proud of the product, and he hopes that everyone who wants a bag can get one.
I mean, the leather feels nice.
They feel nice. We will be returning these,
yes, we will.
but you can get on the wait list.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.